What if I told you after 24 months of hovering around $500,000 in monthly revenue, we flew through the $1 million milestone with a stupid, simple framework, which I'm going to teach you today. My name is Arjun. I'm the founder and CEO of doola.com, a venture-backed tech startup in New York City that's helped over 10,000 founders from all around the world. We've raised $13 million of venture capital and we're valued at $100 million. And this framework is called the $1 million Revenue Breakthrough Framework. I'm going to teach it to you in 5 steps. Step 1 of the framework is product value, specifically asking, what can you do to charge more? Now, I want to show you this exact picture here, and you're going to see what happened at those 2 times. And I put red arrows showing you exactly what happened. And what happened is we charged more. So the thing is, the easiest way to actually break through a milestone is, what value can I provide beyond what I'm currently charging so that I can charge more? The people coming to me will just pay more for the thing that they were previously paying less for. So sometimes it's really simple in business, but in this case here, it was so clear to us that every time we're able to add more value, and there has to be more value if you're increasing your prices, we saw growth. Specifically, what we did here is we bundled. We first bundled in taxes, then we bundled in bookkeeping, and now we've added in analytics. So every time the box gets bigger, our business in a box, we can charge more, which means the chart goes up more to the right. So step 1, product value. Ask yourself, how can I charge more by adding more value? Step 2 of the framework is offer consolidation. So look at your product and say, how can I simplify things to have less offers? Now, the reason why this is important is I'll use Doola as an example. I'm going to show you here. We used to have 6 different plans across 2 universes with 2 funnels. And here's the thing. This was so dumb, to be candid. It was confusing internally on our own team to explain what was going on to our global team. So in what universe would it be easy for external customers if we couldn't even explain it well internally? So what we did is we scrapped that. We simplified, and now we have 2 core plans: total compliance, business in a box. And you either start with us on a formation plan or a bookkeeping plan. So simple. And shocker, when you simplify things, people have less decision fatigue and are more likely to purchase. So step 2 of the framework is offer consolidation. Look at your entire product suite. Think, how can I just consolidate things so I can make it easier for myself and, most importantly, for the customer deciding what to purchase? Step 3 of the framework is your customer segmentation. Specifically, you need to build a customer segmentation engine. So the exercise that we did is we looked, where is most of our revenue coming from? And now that you've reached a point where you're even thinking about breaking through $1 million, you're going to have customers that are paying you. And here's the harsh truth. Not all customers are created equal. Some customers are indeed more valuable. They're either better to work with or they pay you more. And I've actually found the customers that are better to work with typically pay you more too. So in this case here, I'll show you what we did with Doola. We looked at our customers and we looked at our products, and we'll put this up on the screen. We saw that 80% of our revenue was coming from these plans. And the crazy part was, it was 80% of our revenue, but only 20% of the customer base. So there were less customers giving way more outsized value here. Building that customer segmentation engine allowed us to say, let's focus on them, market to them, build for them, get more of them versus the other customers. So step 3 of the framework is run this same customer segmentation engine on your business. Look at your customer set and say, who are the most valuable customers? Spend more energy there. That's how you're going to grow faster and break through this $1 million milestone. Step 4 of the framework is building an objection elimination system. Now, in simple words, that's building an FAQ. Now, you might have an FAQ already, but the reason why I call it an objection elimination system is because think of the FAQs as the living, breathing, dynamic set of top questions that people will have when they hit your site. And what you're able to do is, before they even have the question or ask the objection or get to a sales demo where they're asking it, you preemptively attack it heads on. So in this case here, you can see this FAQ has changed over time. When we started, it was just, can I start a business with Doola from outside the US? Now it touches our entire product suite. And what we're able to do is, for someone coming in, we're able to nail or push away the objection they have by answering it. We're not hiding from anything. We're able to hit it head on, and that is how you are able to break through milestones at scale, because rather than having to explain everything one-to-one on a call, we can do 1-to-N explanations via this dynamic FAQ set. So step 4, again, the objection elimination system. Use your frequently asked questions in your help center strategically to eliminate objections at scale. And step 5 of the framework is urgency amplification. specifically, the thing here which can help is you would want people coming in to actually have high urgency. That's perfect, but sometimes people need a bit of a nudge. So this is where I think sales can really help, because I think really good sales is being valuable and being likable. And if you can do those two things, then you're going to be able to sell a product. But here's the thing. Sometimes what you need to do, and I think the best sales reps are able to do, is create urgency. And the way you're able to create urgency is by dollarizing the value. I think that just makes it easy by saying, hey, if you do not take action today or by this time, you're going to lose out on this much value or this much money. So that is a way you can actually create value or create urgency and get someone to take action. Now, this might not sound like much, but if you have hundreds of leads coming in each week, and if you're even able to take a couple of those leads and create some extra urgency, leading to an increase in a few percentage points in conversion, that alone compounds and can lead to breaking through this $1 million milestone. So let me give you some specific examples with Doola on how we created urgency. If someone was looking to start a business, we'd say, hey, when do you need to get your bank account set up or accept payments? And they'd say, oh, a customer next week wants to pay me. I'd say the best time to start is actually 8 weeks ago, because it takes up to 8 weeks for non-US founders to get an EIN. Or if you're a US founder, it could take 1 to 2 weeks. So in that 1 to 2 weeks, or 8 weeks, look how much revenue you're going to be missing. How much does your client charge? $5,000. We should have started 3 months ago. So you've, again, taken that time delay of not taking action and dollarized it. Another example with bookkeeping. Hey, look, I know you want to take your time to make the decision. You should feel 100% confident. But what I'm able to do is if you start this month right now and we kickstart the process, I know it's going to be a bit painful to import your transactions. We'll make it easy. We'll give you a free month of catch-up bookkeeping, valued at over $300 right now for taking action. Let's do it right now. Oh, crap, I get to take action and I get a free month included. Let's bite the bullet. Let's do the thing now. And then finally with taxes, taxes are great because there's two certainties in life, death and taxes, and there's an urgency because of the deadline imposed by the IRS. So as that deadline approaches, you have a natural barrier, if you will, or looming deadline, which you can use to say, hey, we want to help you, but if we wait too close to the deadline, our team won't have enough bandwidth to support. And we are scaling our team. We obviously want to support everyone, but this will allow you to have a stress-free tax experience because you know going into tax season, everything's taken care of. So I just gave you 3 examples there with formation, bookkeeping, and tax, but apply these to your business. Go through each objection you might have and think of a way to dollarize the pain of not taking action today, and then have your sales reps start to use that. And that is the revenue breakthrough framework, the $1 million revenue breakthrough framework that we followed to break through from about 500,000 months to our first $1 million month. And I'll recap the 5 steps here. You can run through each of these for your business. The first is product value. What can you do to charge more? There has to be value, but if you can charge more, customers will pay you more, and boom, that's one thing that's going to help you get to 1 million. Step 2 of the framework is offer consolidation. Less is more. If you can simplify, it's easier for you and it's easier for the customer. You'll get more purchases that way. Step 3 is building a customer segmentation engine. So look at your customer base, find the ones who are the most valuable and double down on them, triple down on them, 10x down on them, spend more energy on those customers. Step 4 is building an objection elimination system. So again, using FAQs or your help center to systematically at scale remove objections. And lastly, step 5 is the urgency amplification sequence. This is what you can then do to take your product suites, take objections, and actually dollarize value or dollarize the cost of not taking action. And again, each of these one things on their own might not let you double from 500,000 to 1 million, but in combination, it's the accretion, it's the aggregating gains that you'll get that will compound over time. I hope this is helpful. I hope you found this valuable. And look, my fundamental belief in life is if you can get to 1, you can get to $2. If you can get to 2, you can get to 5. If you can get to 5, you can get to 10, 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to, you get where I'm going with this. So wherever you are right now, it is a matter of time and effort with the right systems to break through 1 million. You could be starting at $1 or even 0, or at 500,000, or maybe you're at 900,000, whatever it is. Again, you have to trust the process and the systems. But if you've gotten to one milestone, you can get to the next. I hope this framework is what helps you break through. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find value in this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. I put out content like this every single week. And if you are scaling to $1 million plus, I hope you're not doing your own bookkeeping or tax filings, but if you are, Doola can help. That's why we built Doola. We're a business in a box. We'll do your formation, bookkeeping, and tax so you can focus on not just getting to 1 million, but 10 and beyond. Thank you so much again for watching. Comment down below if you have a framework that you found helpful. I'd love to hear, and I'll see you in the next video.